Good morning, and welcome back to Daily Dhamma, a letter to our children. Today is July 11th, and our reading is Participation Trophies. The price of eliminating consequences for children is that they grow up to be adults who cannot connect outcomes to effort. Everyone being a winner just by showing up rewards laziness and mediocrity. No one being punished, regardless of their behavior, encourages violence and selfishness. It's difficult to teach personal responsibility to children past the age of 6. Teenagers don't need special lessons to think it's not fair. That comes as standard equipment. And even with good parenting, adults learn irresponsibility pays off in a culture with no consequences. Moral conduct is not a given. This is why we follow the Eightfold Path and the precepts. It's also why parents need to teach our children the same way. The alternative is a society resembling Lord of the Flies and a bunch of citizens who don't understand the allusion. Whoops, there's another one to throw on the homework list. Lord of the Flies. What happens when you get a bunch of kids together and see how that works out? This month we're looking at we're looking at effort, and this is Mrs. Dhamma's effort, and this is mostly aimed at education and children. So children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, young people, wherever you might be, please, the easier, softer way is not necessarily good for you. And the participation trophies, it's like if you go to a club and they stamp the back of your hand to show that you were there, that stamp doesn't mean that you won the dance contest or best dressed or anything other than you were there. This whole idea of engineering outcomes so that nobody feels bad is probably well-intentioned, but it's not a very good idea. And, we talk about fool around and find out. There's a great Far Sign cartoon, and there are a bunch of little bears sitting in a cave, and there's a daddy bear standing up there, and one of the little ones says, tell it again, and the next frame shows him with a skull on each hand, and the skulls have little hunter hats on it. And he says, hey, Bob, do you think there are any bears in this cave? I don't know, Ed. Let's go in and find out. Anyway, fool around and find out. It is an iron law of the universe that actions have consequences. The things that we do have consequences. And so kids, no matter what your teachers are telling you, if they're telling you, oh, it's okay, you don't have to try hard, oh, just, Dan, yeah, there I did it, it'll be okay, you have good reason to believe that might not be good advice. It really isn't. Check that with your mom and dad, check it with your grandpa and grandma, check it with somebody who seems to make sense as opposed to a clown, it's just our advice. Back to Lord of the Flies. If you haven't read it lately, please pick it up and take a look at it. It's one of the great novels of the 20th century, and it's in good company. There have been quite a few good ones around. We hope you'll check them all out. More information can be found in the description box below, and in that box you'll find the outline of the Daily Dhamma, A Letter to Our Children, the book. You'll also find the 10 playlists and what they're about, and we hope that they make things easier to navigate the channel. And if you give us a shot and let us know whether that's on track or not, we'd appreciate that too, if you feel like it. And happy trails to you until we meet again.